2, 3.
What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Lawson, and I'm going to be talking to you about my positive psychology app, Uplifter. Phone's not on. My positive psychology app, Uplifter.
Howdy all. What the stupid previous recording me forgot to mention is that I took a baseline happiness test before I started using Uplifter. You can find the test here at this address, and it's just not reliable, but it's an indicator of how happy you are as a person. Lawson scored 72 out of 100. So as you can tell, I've got that big happiness energy. So let's keep this 72 in mind, and I'll tell you what I got at the end of my trial right after I explain to you about Uplifter.
Uplifter trains you to develop a positive mindset through gratitude and positive psychology exercises. You answer some simple questions about your mood and well-being, and the app customizes a series of simple exercises that you can undertake to help you think and feel better. This app's got some good reviews, and honestly, I can see why. I've been using Uplifter for about a week now, and it's a really nice application, definitely in line with the whole positive psychology movement. Every now and then my phone will buzz and I'll get a little notification asking me to record a positive reflection, where the app will ask me to write down something I'm looking forward to or something I'm grateful for, and then it'll remind me later, and it's really handy. I consider myself a happy enough person, but I can see this app really does cheer you up sometimes, and I can see why it would be a fantastic trainer for people who maybe have a difficult time appreciating the things in their life. I wouldn't rely on Uplifter to give you an effective result every time. It's more of a positive psychology booster than something you can rely on to completely turn your life around. Obviously, that isn't what positive psychology is about at all. If you're depressed, go see a psychologist. But the positive psychology movement is about making you happier in everyday life, and I feel like Uplifter could be a very good tool to help with that. With every session, which I've done 4 so far, is because it reminds me every once in a while, it'll give you a little speech about what it's going to ask you about. It's kind of a little uplifting talk, I guess you could call it. For example, my most recent session told me about photos and how they can convey good memories and how they can represent important things in your life. And after that, it asked me to insert one photo of something that makes me smile and write about it. And then eventually it'll come back to me and tell me about what I put down. And I think this is fantastic. I think all the other sessions are similar to this. They'll talk about memories, they'll talk about things that are important to me, and I think it's incredible. It's really good to see after a while. Even just the act of hearing about why it's special and writing it down is such a positive experience. I can't think of another word for it. Altogether, I think Uplifter is definitely aligned with positive psychology and a fantastic tool to anyone who's hoping to get into it.
Lawson, if you don't have a Wiggles lights, camera, action reference, I'm going to be sad. Just saying.
Welcome to Network Wiggles.
I'll be using and investigating the VIA character strengths. Created by Dr. Seligman and Dr. Chris Peterson, the VIA character strengths have been recognized as an essential part of positive psychology. The survey helps people to go on to be 3 times more likely to report having an excellent quality of life and 6 times more likely to be engaged at work. The idea is not just to learn how to use the strengths, but to be able to use the right balance of all of them. The survey is a way for users to be happier, strengthen relationships, manage problems, boost confidence, and achieve goals. The first step is to take the VIA Character Strengths survey. I will then be able to assess the strengths that I need to improve on. The website offers suggestions and advice on how to improve these strengths. Every day I will apply my knowledge of the strengths into everyday life. The aim is to build on them through situations that occur, and the aim is also to become more developed and have a better happiness and overall positivity. I'll be writing each day of my different uses of the character strengths to see if I can build up on my negative ones. Day 1. Today I focused on completing the character survey. After I completed the survey, I was given a list of my character strengths in order from strongest to weakest. My top strength was humility, but it was my bottom 5 strengths that I wanted to work on over the week. My strengths that I need to pay more attention to are zest, humour, love of learning, leadership, and spirituality. Since last doing the survey, I've actually moved my bravery higher, which is something I have been working on since doing this in class. Yoo-hoo. Day 2. After further reading of the website, I've learnt more about the way my strengths work. I have to be careful during the week of underplaying my strengths, overplaying my strengths, and my strengths colliding with other people. For day 2, I focused on zest. By following the suggestions, I decided to do some fun physical activities. This helped me feel a bit more energized and it lasted the entire day. As I don't have caffeine, I decided to lower the amount of sugar foods I was eating and eat more fruit. Although it did not have the impact I predicted, it gave me more energy to go do some of the chores I had been procrastinating about. Day 3. Today I focused on building my humour. I thought this would be difficult due to the holiday environment and my charisma, but by spending almost a whole day watching sitcoms and comedy, it made me feel happier. I utilised some of the comedy I saw in past humorous moments to laugh with friends and family. This took away a lot of the negatives that I was feeling. However, I was still not strong at making new jokes.
What's the deal with it?
Day 4. Today I focused on love of learning. Throughout the day I tried to spend more time focusing on topics that interested me. I focused on researching past Formula 1 seasons. Though I was already interested in this topic, by forcing myself to take the time to research it, I became more engaged. Later in the day I tried to look into topics that were new to me, but I struggled to be as engaged with them. Day 5. Leadership. This was going to be a difficult character strength for me because I was at home and not with any groups. I decided to use it as a chance to do some of my follow-up F1 in Schools work, and it involved a lot of organisation of other team members. Although this is something I had done in the past, it was more of a realisation to me that I am capable of leading. This gave me more of a positive and self-assured viewpoint of myself. Day 6. Spirituality. This was a difficult character strength for me. Going into today, I believed that spirituality was purely about faith and religion, but I have had to look beyond that to apply it into my life and well-being. I tried to immerse myself with nature and stood outside in the rain. Although this was very peaceful and calming, it never really struck me as spiritual. Day 7. Today I redid the VIA character strength survey to see if any differences could be found from the original results from when I had started the assignment. My top strength changed from humility to gratitude. My new bottom 5 character strengths are leadership, love of learning, curiosity, hope, and spirituality. Both humour and zest went up in my character strengths quite significantly, which makes sense considering they were the strengths that I felt I had improved on most. It's the final video. The goal of the application is purely to have a better well-being and to have improved on your character strengths. I believe that I have a slightly better well-being, and this is just from the character strengths I worked on. There are some factors I should remember, including about how I was thinking about the traits when completing the survey, and how this may have hindered my results. This application has really focused on the elements of positive psychology, which is to focus on building strengths rather than looking at what is wrong with them. Even though some of my lower strengths that I worked on stayed at the bottom of my list, I still feel they are strengths of mine. Positive psychology also focuses on enjoying all circumstances in life. The strategies suggested by the VIA website help me work on my character strengths through different activities and tasks recommended.
That's the third time I've done that. What's up, Epic Gamers? Today we're going to be talking about positive psychology. Whoa. And see if a healthy sleep schedule improves your happiness. So, we're going to be using this app. We're going to be using it for 5 days, right? And the outcome we want from this is see if it makes me happier. We use this test. I got a pretty crap score of 57. Picture of Minecraft, I really want that. Picture of Minecraft. And we're gonna use the app. It will monitor when I'm in a deep sleep, when I'm in a light sleep, why the moon affects my sleep. I don't know why that's an option, but I'm gonna use it to wake me up in light sleep so I feel refreshed and less shite in the morning, pretty much. And I'm gonna use it for 5 days. We're gonna redo the test and let's see how it be. Epic style.
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
Okay, after 5 days, feel exactly the same, let's be real. I mean, sleep schedules, it makes you happy for a couple of days, but it's not a permanent fix. This score, you see it right there? I mean, I'm fine, but yeah, it's a temporary fix. I felt good for a couple of days, and I felt less crap in the morning, but apart from that, exactly the same. So, sleep schedules just make you feel better, not happier. Is that deep? I don't know, bro, bro, chill out.
I hope you use this. What up, dudes? Okay. What's up, guys? App today. Let's meditate. It's really good. I used it for 7 weeks. Ha ha. Used it for 1 week, 7 days, to test the usefulness of guided meditation in relation to positive psychology. Let's Meditate uses calming voice recordings mixed with background noise to guide you through a meditation session from 6 minutes up to however long you want to go, however long they make them. I'm not actually sure. I've seen hour-long ones. The one I chose was 6 minutes. It was called Emotional Release, which is a bit ironic because I bottle things up. At the start of the process, we all recorded our baseline happiness score so that we could do the compare and contrast, obviously. And I set myself. I hit the low end of 38, which is not. I set myself a goal to get up to at least 45 by the end of the 7 days, which is kind of outlandish because I'm not a very happy person, but it's not that many points. 7, I think. Check the math on that. Guided meditation is a form of meditation for people with ADHD. Guided meditation is a form of meditation that is backed up by people walking you through your meditation session with calming noises in the background. Usually they have calming voices. Meditation as a whole helps relieve stress in incredibly stressful situations, which is all this term. And that's the widely known one. Did you also know that it makes your blood pressure lower? How good's that? I'm gonna need that soon. It does this for a lot of people, but it's not effective for everyone, which is understandable. Not everything works for everyone. So it's good, but it's worth trying for everyone. But if it doesn't work for you, that's not terrible. There are always other ways to relieve stress. Okay, so you need a phone, which ethically probably not good for the kids in China. But for yourself, that's fine. It's good to everyone. The app is free. It's fine. You don't have to pay for it. You can download the sessions for free from 6 minutes to 41, however long you want. Download them for free, and it's fine for everyone. It's not going to cause you to die unless you're allergic to phones or sitting down. Otherwise, you're probably already dead. So, you're fine. Fuck, I'm not funny. Sorry. Meme review. Results review. By the end of the 7 days using the app, I retook the baseline happiness test and beat my score. My score was 38. And Lawson, edit.
Oh my god.
And after 7 days of meditation daily, I ended up as a 47. I really hope you edit these in. Since I've seen this large change in numbers, I continued meditating every day, almost every day, for 6 minutes, and I've taken the test again recently because I took a long time to do this because I'm fucking useless. And at the end, yesterday, about 4 or 5 weeks later, I had a test score of 52. Discussion. Okay, so now obviously the jump in numbers from happiness cannot solely be attributed to meditation or the app, because happiness comes from a large quantity of things, mostly personal situations, personal circumstance. But the meditation did help me focus my thoughts at the beginning of every day, and on average, I did feel a lot better, like daily, if I had meditated. I do believe it played a good part in it, feeling better. How do you finish these?
I get sidetracked pretty fast.